Welcome to Player the Alchemist, and here's some of my recent vinyl grabs, some recent vinyl records that I've picked up. Most of these I got from a store called the Clearwater Record Shop, and for some reason I've never made my way out to them. Clearwater Beach is like ranked the #1 beach in the world, and they're in the U.S. and stuff like that, and it's usually mad crowded, and I just don't get out in that direction from where I live. It's like 45 minutes away. But they were having a sort of a record show. They let people set up tables outside the record shop in the parking lot, sort of right in front of the store. So I wanted to go and check it out, and I'm glad I did because, man, it's a killer store. The staff is extremely friendly, extremely helpful. Tons of records, tons of memorabilia, collectibles, cassettes, DVDs, all kinds of stuff. And they have a really, really good metal section. In this day and age, if you're somebody out there that buys vinyl, you'll know that it's hard to find metal nowadays. And when stuff comes in, people at the shops will tell you when the stuff comes in, it's gone right away. It's very rare that I walk in and I see a metal section where there's actually some decent stuff in there, stuff that I need. That's the other problem. I have so much stuff that even if they do have a metal section, I'll end up having most, if not all of it, and the other stuff I don't have, I don't want. So this was a really good find. I was really excited about this and went with my wife, and it was just a great morning. We got there early, we did the record shop, and then we went to the beach and everything, had something to eat on the boardwalk. It was just a really, really nice day. It was a great, great record shop that I'm going to be going to again. So here's some of the records I got from there. Okay, Blitzkrieg, ready for action. This is an EP, about 10 minutes aside, and it's kind of, new wave of British heavy metal sounding type of stuff. So good traditional metal. What is the label that this is on? This is and I just realized it was produced and arranged by Ron Keel. Wow, there you go. He's not the vocalist. No, I don't recognize any of the names of any of these guys in the band, but manufactured by Green World Distributors. Okay, I don't even know what that is. There's the label, if you can see it through the thing. Green World. Okay. So that's Blitzkrieg. Oh, and the prices at the Clearwater Record Shop were very reasonable, very good. Okay, I like this kind of stuff. Ruff House. This is a late 80s hair, and this band used to be called Tease, and they were actually from not too far from where I used to live in Pennsylvania. I believe they're from what's called Lancaster, Pennsylvania, which is maybe like 45 minutes, an hour from where I used to live. And this is produced by Max Norman, who did Ozzy's Blizzard of Oz and the Diary of a Madman and a bunch of other things. Great melodic, catchy, LA, glammy hair type stuff. And it's on Columbia Records. So they were on a major label. I guess it just probably one of those timing things, it just came out at the wrong time. I think this might even be like 1988, it says on the copyright. And this is a promo. You can see the little promo stamp there. Okay, Samson Survivors. Thunderbolt? Is that the record label, I guess it's called? Yep, Thunderbolt Records. It says that Bruce is on here. Bruce, but I didn't hear him. Maybe I wasn't listening closely enough or something. I've really only given these records like one spin, some of them. But it's still pretty cool. Well, new wave of British heavy metal. All right, now here's the things I'm really excited about that I found this. My son actually turned me on to this band. He discovered them like through a TikTok video or something. And they're a Russian metal band called Aria. You can see it down there, Aria. I'm not exactly sure. I guess that's really their name. And I forget what this it says, Hero of the Speedway. There's another cover too for this. And I'll show you the back cover. It's great. It's like, I heard it described as the Russian Iron Maiden. And I totally agree with that. And the record, I don't even know if this is maybe a bootleg. I mean, it doesn't look like it. I had somebody in the shop. There was another guy there at the record show thing, and he knew who this band was, and he seemed to think. I mean, this is a band that, from what I read, they've put out a ton of records, I don't know if they ever really released vinyl when they first put this stuff out, or it was only released like in an underground sort of capacity. So I'm not really sure, but very cool. Great band. Now, this is kind of funny. I thought this was the same band because, here we go, more Russian lettering here. Didn't know what was going on. And when I started researching it, I was like, why isn't this on, the ARIA stuff is on all the streaming services, but I was trying to look this up, trying to figure this out. And I was like, I couldn't find it anywhere. And here, this is a different band, and it's AIVCT, AIVCT. And this is great, like almost proggy hard rock metal, more Russian stuff. And let's take a look at the record here. It's the same label, I guess, as the other one. So yeah, I guess that's why they kind of look similar and everything. But very, very cool. Okay, what else did I get from them? Let me get the other stuff I got. All right, a band called Image, and the album is called Resurrection, and this is apparently a compilation. This is from 2001 or 2002. This is a band that released traditional metal, power metal-ish. There's the label, and what is this? I didn't even notice this. I guess these are the lyrics. It comes in like a stapled together thing here. Maybe there's information. I didn't even notice that this was in here. I haven't listened to this yet. I listened to it a little bit online, but it's pretty cool, very trad metal looking, and it was only $10, so it's in mint condition. I couldn't pass that up it was $20. For $20, I couldn't pass that up because I just love traditional metal, obscure traditional metal sounding stuff. But all right, I'll deal with that later. All right, here's another fun one that I found, and I don't know if you guys know this band. I didn't until I got this. Rock City Angels, Young Man's Blues. This is actually a double album, and it's on Geffen. And they're very much like kind of and you see this back picture, you're gonna a Guns N' Roses kind of thing going on here. Clammy, hard rock, stonesy, bluesy. And if you know me, you hear me talk about Cinderella, how I like Cinderella because they combine those elements of glam with like the Rolling Stones and stuff like that. Well, these guys have this all over them. And one of their I didn't realize when I bought it, I should have opened up. There's some little bit of damage on the inside, but I don't care. It was only $7 and the records are in mint condition, so I'm not going to complain. It's really, really cool. And one of their little footnotes is that Johnny Depp used to be in the band. They're a Florida band too. So I'm surprised I never heard of these guys before this. And I'm surprised that their first record that they got to put, at least I think this is their first record, they got to put out a double album. And there's somewhere on here on this album is dedicated to, I can't read this, Keith Rebel, Todd Crew, Eddie Cochran, Mark Bolan, and Sid Vicious. So that's right. Back in this era, that was cool. The sort of name. They've got the punk in there, Mark Bolan, the glam. Reference Eddie Cochran, the old school bluesy rock and roll thing. So great record, man. I love it. Okay, next is Stars. I've really been getting into this group. Stars is kind of like, I love this kind of stuff, this 70s melodic hard rock, I guess you would call it. Maybe Argent, sort of like them. I would say they're definitely like Angel. That kind of sound, really melodic. I guess the song on here that's kind of a hit, is that on here? Cherry Baby? No. But that is one of their songs. It's kind of maybe their most popular song. And this is on, what is this on? Capitol. It's a pretty cool little sleeve there. So yeah, I love this kind of stuff. Was happy to find that. Mint condition, and it was like $5. Okay, I can't remember where I got these two from. I didn't get them from Clearwater, but Angst Chrome Molly Chrome Molly is the name of the band. The album is Angst, and this is very sort of late 80s hair metal type of stuff. This is on IRS, so it's pretty cool. And this one, oh, you know what? I know where I got these. Got these up in this town called Ocala. Viva. What the hell is going on? Pretty cool cover. Not as heavy as the cover would suggest. I mean, look at that back cover. You're expecting something real, you know, Sirathungol, Manila Road type of thing. But you kind of don't get that. There is some heavy stuff on here, but it's more so like kind of heavy rock at times. And the footnote on this one is that Barbara Shanker, Michael Shanker's sister, plays keyboards on this. So that's sort of the little interesting historical tidbit for that. Got the sleeve there. So, okay, there you go. There's some of my most recent vinyl finds. I've sort of been, I don't collect much new vinyl anymore, so I'm always kind of on the hunt for stuff like this. I was really excited when that stuff that I found at the Clearwater Record Shop. That was awesome. So let me know if you know any of these bands, and let me know what you think of them. Let me know down below. Till we see you again. Stay metal.